Hello, we are in Frascati, near Rome, at the Laboratori Nazionali Frascati of INFN, together with Dr. Paola Gianotti, who is leading the FairNet activity within the European 7th Framework Program, namely HadronPhysics2. First of all, Paola, would you like to introduce briefly yourself?
Yes, Catalina. My name is Paola Gianotti, and I've studied physics at the Torino University. I'm the spokesperson of the FairNet activity, and I'm working here in Frascati since 1993. My scientific interest is in the field of hadron spectroscopy, and I started my scientific career at CERN after my degree. And in 1993 I continue, as I said, here in Frascati, and presently I'm the deputy spokesperson of the Panda experiment, that is one of the biggest experiments foreseen for the future facility fair, that is under construction at Darmstadt in Germany.
Well, you're, as you were saying, leading this very interesting and exciting project, FairNet. Can you tell us something about why this project is exciting?
Yes, first of all, FAIR is a networking activity. So the aim is to help people working together in a more effective and efficient way. And at FAIR there are two big collaborations. One is Panda, as I said. The second one is CBM. They both have the aim of studying the nuclear forces, even if they use a different and complementary approach. Panda is more devoted to the study of single states, while CBM adopt a statistical approach. They want to determine the equation of state of nuclear matter under extreme conditions. And since the aim are similar, even the tools can be similar, and therefore with FAIR we would like to help people working together to use better the resources that are available.
These are indeed very, very exciting aspects of the reality you're studying. And since this is an European project, can you tell us something about who is actually taking part in this activity?
I would say Panda and CBM are a very large collaboration. I mean, 400 people each from all over the world, and therefore the aim is to put all these guys together, cooperating, exchanging their experience and knowledge, and have therefore a common background on which working on.
So this project, I imagine, are lasting quite a lot of years. What do you plan to achieve at the end of this activity?
The main goal is to have common tools and infrastructure. Since I said we are 400 people, but we want to build very complex and border to technology devices. Therefore, the resources we have are sometimes not enough. Therefore, we decided, at least for the common items like the detector components that are similar, or for the software tool we have to develop, to have a common work done to work together, and in this way we also don't waste any resources. There is also another aspect, that once you have measured something, you have produced scientific results, the rest of the community has to acknowledge these results, and sometimes it takes time to understand how a result has been produced. Our aim to have common tools is that we already agreed in advance on which are the approach we are using, which are the detectors we are using, and finally even the knowledge of the results obtained by an experiment will be faster and more effective, let's say.
And of course these are scientific aims which will definitely improve the knowledge of the nature, but is there any way the society can benefit out of this research activity?
Yes, I think that as a general statement, I have to say that I think that research has to study not only what is considered useful for the mankind, because what is useful today was probably something unusual yesterday. So I don't want to mention the discovery of X-rays that everybody knows was an outcome of fundamental research that nowadays is widely used in the hospitals for medicine and so on. Therefore, there is, how to say, in general, the need of studying things that are not really used, because we have to continue this procedure of enlarging our knowledge. But there is also, from my point of view, a sociological aspect. I mean, we are people, the people working in this activity, in this networking, from different countries with different cultural background, different habits and customs. So we have to force ourselves to have a common base of discussion, to accept the others, and this I think is also useful, because in science I haven't seen fighting between different people, different countries, even if they have different religions, different traditions, because science makes people having higher level of discussion, and that overcomes what is nowadays divisions. I hope I was quite clear in expressing myself.
Yeah, you're extremely clear, and you have really given us a very clear impression about this item. And you already partially answered to my next questions, which are actually, I wanted to ask you, why do you think that today young people should or would like to study science, and related to this, why eventually in Europe?
I think that apart from the scientific benefit, we are living in a paradox nowadays, because our life is full of technology. We are using very technologically equipment like cellular phones, microwave ovens, computers. But if you ask people which are the basic principles of those devices, well, you will see that this knowledge is not known. So they are using those devices as a sort of magic. So first of all, I think that we have to spread a little bit more scientific knowledge among people, and this is true for everybody. But finally, we need scientists, and I think that Europe is the right place where a young guy wants to learn science, because we have a long-standing tradition in science, and furthermore, in Europe there is, how to say, a bigger attention to have a free and public research. You see, other countries like, for instance, US or Japan, there is also a strong portion of money from private companies. That is not bad in principle, but research must be free, and the only way to have the guarantee that research is really a free activity is that it's paid by the government, by public money. And this in Europe, I think, is the way research is done.
Thank you very much, Paola. It was really very, very useful what you have told us, and wishing you a lot of good luck. We will come back to you to talk to you and to upgrade with what are you finding. And as a last question, now I go to your native language, Italian. Paola, vorresti per favore aggiungere qualcosa per il pubblico italiano?
Senz'altro. Ai ragazzi italiani vorrei dire che l'Istituto Nazionale di Fisica Nucleare, per cui io lavoro, che fa parte di questo progetto, non solo ha questo laboratorio, grande laboratorio in Italia, ma ha sezioni sparse su tutto il territorio nazionale. se sono interessate, i laboratori, le sezioni sono sempre aperte, sono una fonte di ispirazione, di informazione, e quindi venite a trovarci, siamo disponibili a incontrarvi. Grazie.
Grazie, arrivederci, a presto.